Hello guys on YouTube today. How are you guys today? I'm going to be talking about my grass trimmer I got a couple weeks ago. Well, this is my built gas trimmer. Very new. I sold my old one. But the video today is not about the trimmer. It's about putting a off-market trimming head on. Like a different type of trimming head. Like, say if you want to use different trimming heads, you can. That's fine. But this built model is TB32EC model. Okay, this is a straight shaft model here I bought. Pretty good. Pretty good unit, but it's not because I'm going to do some type of overview of the product because I have not used it yet. This video is mostly about switching the trimming head to a off-market, like like a third-party head instead of just the standard old spindle head. But what you see I got on my table, or on the table today, it's a couple of things. My trimmer, a flathead screwdriver, the ugly head trimmer, the trimming head, this is the trimming head for this unit. And it comes with all the accessories you need for it, like the line, bolts, nuts, and washers, caps. And you can also pick up more line, and you also need a 5/8 inch open boxed line shell to tighten the head on. And the one nuisance, or the one issue I had with this trimming is when I want to put a new trimming head on it, gotta take this one off. The spool was holding by a retaining clip. Well, not a retaining clip you can just remove. I mean, literally, a retaining clip I physically had to modify and cut off. But let's go ahead and bring up the retaining clip I have cut. But this is what the clip looks like. You guys can kind of see that. You can see I split it in two. I split it in half to get the retaining clip off of my trimming head over there. Well, I can put my new trimming head you see on my table on it. I had to do a little bit of modification to it. I took a small diamond diamond cutting bit, and I just cut it right off. And now it comes right off like a standard trimming head would. Well, let's go ahead and get the trimming head off of this unit, and let's go ahead and put the off-market head on. First thing you're going to do, if you're going to be doing this type of project, or doing this, first you're going to detach the boom, or the engine, from the attachment itself. All you gotta do is untighten the knob. It holds the boom into place. And all it does is gotta do is unloosen it. And we're going to take it off, slide the bolt, or slide the locking arm off. And also, you're going to need to put your boot or your cover back on so you don't get too much dirt inside your boom mill. And take the gurney piece and stick it into the side of the attachment. And what we're going to do with the engine is we're going to go ahead and settle on the floor because we're not going to need the engine right now. All I need is this piece right here. This is the only piece we need from the rest of the engine. But let's go ahead and flip up that upside down now. You can do it which way you decide to do it. You want to keep it on the engine, that's fine. But I'm going to do this, it's a lot easier for me. All you're going to do is you're going to take this whole assembly off with the line, the head, and other things coming off of here. And what I do is I'm going to put the this cup here, and I'm going to lock it inside the thing, and then we're going to twist it counterclockwise, means you're going to twist it backwards. And it's going to take the tappet off, and the tappet head comes off. But with the retaining clip inside, you can't just pull this whole thing straight off. You have to literally disassemble the whole head itself. And yes, then I'm going to try to keep the spool of line from coming off to do this. Because I was like having, there you get the spool back on now. All I'm going to do is just tighten up the spool here. Because we're not going to be using this spool. We're going to put it, I might put it back in the box. Or I might keep it for something extra, you know. Extra head's always a good idea to have. Well, we're going to set the spool off to the side, because we're not going to need that. This is where the retaining clip was pushed on, like this. It was pushed on like that. It has teeth, and you can't just, like, pop it off, because all it's going to do is going to just grab onto the metal. But what we're going to do is, after we modified the piece of metal, you can keep this. After you cut it, you don't need to keep it, you just go straight away, because now it's no use. That's no good. And you're going to pull off your new head, or your used head, or whatever. You're going to put that off to the side. And the reason why I needed this piece to come off is this. I can't have this on it like this, because it won't fit like with this piece on. This piece had to come off to fit the new head on. But now you got your standard shaft. Your standard shaft here, it holds the head on. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set this guy off to the side for 1 second. Okay. We're going to get inside the pulp bag. The pulp bag here. Okay. We're going to need to get all the stuff out. Like, it has bolts, it has tons of different bolt sizes, different thread sizes, nuts. What we need out of this bag is we're going to need the washer, and we're going to look at each of these bolts to see what one we need. We need number 5. That one fits this shaft. Then we take the rest and move it off to the side, and we're going to get rid of these guys, this bigger washer and this cut piece. Oh, for the thing, but we're not going to need that. All we need is this, the metal washer, the nut, and also this piece, because it goes inside. We don't need the screwdriver. The screwdriver was to try that thing off, the broken retaining clip, because again, you're just going to throw this retaining clip away, because you're not going to need it no more. And you're going to need your 5-inch box gel. Now let's take the trimming line, the Dremel here. First, what you're going to do is you're going to take your washer. This kind of spaces it out on the shaft. But you might not need it, but you might, because the shaft might get kind of warm. But before you put your trimming head on, make sure your bolt actually fits inside the foot. And this one does. It fits in the shaft nicely. How's that? Now this here is not a split shaft like some on models would be. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your adapter piece and you're going to insert it inside the shaft here, and the rest of this piece will go like this. A very simple, easy to fix trimming head. But again, if you want to do it this way, it's fine. It only depends on the way you want to do it. And you're going to take your box wrench, your 5/8 box wrench. All you're going to do is kind of like hold it and spin the head down on the shaft like that. And all you're going to do is tighten it. Now again, it's going to move on you. I mean, you don't have to do it this way, you could left it on the engine. But for me, it's just a lot easier to do it this way. Now again, don't over tighten it. Now you got your ugly head, off-it, market, third, kind of like a third-party trimming head on, right? Hey, there you go. That works. But now what you need is you can use the line that comes with the head itself. But I'm just going to use the line out of this little tube here. And we only need 3 pieces of line, instead of trying to guess and measure how much you really need on each of the line. Now again, you don't have to take all the pieces out. All you need is just 3 pieces. And you can put the rest back in the tube. And close it back up. And you're done. And that's how easy the ugly head system really works. Now, again, we got to install the trimming line. The trimming line is a very simple way to put on. All you do is match them up. When you match them, you just kind of bend them. And after you match them, you kind of put them through the spools here, keeping them all aligned, for one doesn't come longer than the on side. And what you do is you pull it tight, you pull it nice and taut, and your trimming head, or your trimming line will be on the machine. Instead of you fiddling around so much with the bump style heads and figuring out what size line you need. Now again, that will be a lot different. It doesn't matter what type of line you use, or what type of trimming line or trimming head you decide to use. That's fine, that's totally up to you guys. For me, it just makes it a lot easier to do it this way, versus me guessing on the line I really do need for the trimmer itself, because every trimmer again is a different size line. Every trimming line is different, and the same length of different categories and different lengths of the line. Now again, I did a video in the past, a couple of days ago, about how to install a trimming head, the ugly trimming head, on a home-like model before. This is no difference of putting a newer head on each of your trimmers. Now after you get done installing the trimmer line, all you do is just pull it nice and taut, not too taut, not too tight because you can break the line. Now what we do is now we will set the trimming like this, pieces off to the side, because you can put those in the box, or you can keep them for extra parts or extra thing to either side, if you decide to do it that way. Now what we need to do is now we need to get the engine that's sitting on the floor and put the attachment boom back to the engine. Now what I did, the reason why the caps are on there, now I gotta remove the caps the blue cap and the little cap though. And we just slide these off. And now we just stick the shaft back on to the boom. And all you do is now you tighten up your boom, kind of hold it at the steel, the steady shaft. You want to kind of steady. You know what I mean? You kind of want it even, but the rest of the trim. And that's how easily it is to install a ugly head, Dremel head on your Troll-Bilt TB32EC model, the straight shaft model. Now again, the ugly heads will fit 99% of gas Dremels, but not electric Dremels. Now, if you want to look up the ugly heads, you can go to Lowe's and get them. And the others do come with instructions and some of the guides to show you how to install the ugly head on your machine. But like I said, the reason why I prefer the ugly head, trimming head, versus the tap-on spool heads, because because you don't know what type of line you need. Again, every line is different. Every line is a different size, thickness, and the thickness of the line. Now, the reason why I would go with the ugly head versus the spool head, it's a lot easier for a lot of people out there. It doesn't want to sit there and line the spools, like literally line the spools, like taking the line, lining the spools, and putting the spool and putting these back on the spool. Now, you do not have to throw away your spool cap, or the whole assembly. You can keep those if you decide you want to switch back to from the ugly head back to the stock head. Now this here I might keep for something else. I might keep for non-Dremel, or I might put back in the bag or put it back inside the box. Now again, I also did replace the spark plug on it, and let's go and get the spark plug and show you what I mean. Hold on guys. But yeah, I mean, it's all the stuff I bought for my Dremel. And it's all stuff I'm not going to be using in this Dremel as well. And what do I mean about using some of the stuff inside of it? Like the oil. Again, keep it on hand. Don't throw it away. Keep the oil on hand in case if you decide to run the ethanol gasoline in your machines. But for this machine, I'm not going to do that because I want this machine to last me instead of me lasting it. But it also comes with stable. A package of stable. You can get that down at any hardware store. Just a packet of stable. It would be in a bottle. Won't be in this kind of like flexible pack here, but yeah, it does say stable on it. That's for your gas. Not going to be using that. And the last thing I replaced on it was the stock spark plug. There is a stock spark plug. It was inside though. I put an E3 spark plug in it. Took out the stock. But again, keep it on hand in case if you need an on spark plug. Okay guys? Alright. Now there's a couple of things I'm not going to be using. There's those three things. Now, this whole Dremel, I want you guys to guess how much I paid for this guy. You guys guess, okay? You figure out how much a brand new Dremel cost, okay? Literally, they're not cheap. Also, I'm also going to be using ethanol-free oil or gas and oil mix. This is true of true 40-1, not 50-1. The 51 is in the red can. The 41 is in the green can. And for 4 cycles in the gray can. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be running in this machine. Now, these aren't pulps or this aren't a liquid kind of stuff, like the oil 41 or oil and the troll or the stable. Not going to bother to use them because I'm just going to put them off to the side. But yeah, I mean, great Dremel, lasts you longer if you're on the right type of shoe runner. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty cool Dremel, guys. For the money, how much you pay for it? Well, you guys guess on how much I paid for this Dremel. Alright? But it does also come with instructions and everything else for you can start setting up your Dremel and start using your Dremel and stuff like that. But the video was actually really not on this stuff here. The video is really on switching out your trimming head to a aftermarket Dremel. And I will show you what it came inside the box of the Dremel itself. Or the head itself. Sorry guys. That was what it came. And that's the box. And it's also going to have some instructions for you if you want to do it this way. Okay? But it's a pretty nice Dremel. I like it a lot. The ugly head replaces the standard Dremel head on this machine versus the standard head itself, because the bump heads, some people kind of get a little frustrated with them. But yeah, I got myself a new trimming head on and stuff like that. But yeah, it works and it looks kind of neat, I should say. But alright guys, this is kind of how to install the ugly head on this grass Dremel. But alright guys, I will see you in the next vlog. I want you guys to guess how much I paid for this Dremel. Alright, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also please share this video for your own YouTubers out there who wants to know a bit more about this Dremel I'm going to be using. Alright guys, peace out, see you in the next vlog, bye guys.